on YouTube at Bebcorp Harper. Are we live yet on Instagram? We're now live on Instagram, and the microphone is working. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live, where we are playing jaw harp and jaw harp style musical instruments from around the world. We're running 9 minutes behind schedule. Was running a little bit behind this evening. We are in a tornado watch right now. We have thunderstorms rolling in, so had to spend some time preparing. Especially if you're in the Midwest where you have tornadoes like I do here in Kansas, be sure you have a day or two's worth of water in your secure area. Day or two worth of food, day or two worth of light. So I was getting that stuff around. Places for us to sit as well. As you never know, it literally goes from, being in a tornado watch to actual tornado in the course of several minutes sometimes. So no sound. Yes, I know. I had to fix it. For some reason, this microphone muted. Sure, microphones, if you touch them or move them at all while they're being used, they automatically mute. I'm not sure why. Yeah, can you hear now? I do believe. Oh, now you can. Good. And is it matching up with my mouse? Sometimes when the audio is interrupted, the timing doesn't match up. TDS Harp in, y'all. Dual Sport PNW, hello. Boxcar Bets, howdy. Yeah, I was just Boxcar Bets. I was just playing a couple of your harps last night. Got super into the weird. I remember sending you a video. I think it might have been midnight or so here when I sent it. Coming in here on YouTube. Yeah, it was, I used two different microphones. This is the YouTube microphone, and then this other Shure microphone, a tabletop microphone. The MV51's my Instagram microphone. So two different microphones, and one was muted. Ezukini says from Brazil. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm amazing. Thank you, bro. But yeah, Boxcar, there's super awesome things coming to Boxcar Bets in the future if he continues to make harps, because those are solid instruments. I was not expecting them to be as good and decent as they are. But yeah, we're running a little bit behind. We're in a tornado watch right now, so I like to have chairs for sitting, blankets, shoes, pants, hoodies, water, and several days worth of light in the downstairs when the tornadoes hit. So if you're in Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, we're depending on which areas you're in, there are the situations where tornadoes can arise. Chase Brander says, "What's up, my friend?" Oh, hello, Chase Brander. William Banks says, "I've caught you live, bud. Hi from the UK, dude. Miss watching. I'm playing my Dan Moy to relax." Oh, cool. William Banks. Hey, what time is it in the UK right now? I know sometimes we get Jerome Betherium on here. He tunes in at like 2 a.m. is our 8 p.m. Because I'm here in Kansas right now. I go live normally at 8 p.m. Central U.S. time. Let's play the Boxcar Bets. I think it's the Surge 2. Hello from Riesel, Texas. Todd Hurley, your town you're from is actually included in this dog, Mr. Riesel Diesel. Oh, we'll see if we can pick him up here. Mr. Riesel Diesel Kasneasel over there, the Cane Corso that's chewing that giant beef knuckle. His name is Riesel Diesel Kasneasel. We also refer to him as Trent Desner and Desnell Washington. All of our animals have so many names. The cat, who you sometimes see in the background, is Mittens, and her name is Mittens Sandwich Noodles Pete Poop, courtesy of my son who came up with all those names. Greetings from the Scottish Highlands. Oh, greetings back at you, Andrew Davies. Caesar's Catering Eventos. Yes, hello from Lima, Peru. Oh, hello in Peru. How's the weather in Peru? We got thunderstorms rolling in here in Kansas, and we're in a tornado watch, but we won't get a tornado, or at least not here. The gods of the wind and the rain and the water are always good to us. Yeah, Desnell like it, says TDS Harper. Yeah, us Bebs, we're a pretty humorous bunch. Tekena Solomon says, greetings from Nigeria. Oh, greetings in Nigeria. How are you doing? We're getting so many more comments on here and on the Instagram than I'm used to. So hello. From more countries than I've seen too. We've had Peru, Scottish Highlands, UK, also Brazil, Nigeria, Georgia down south. Oh, how's the weather in Georgia? We had a day of 80-some degree heat here. A little bit of humidity because we've been getting rain this week, which we needed it here in Kansas. We were in near drought conditions, I think. Nomad Harper says, hola, hola back at you. Yeah, the Surge 2 that I've been playing has a really easy outward stroke to catch off my rested position. Just play Moon Buffet says, just plain old Cali over here. I've never been to California. California, I think you got a lot of nature, a lot of mountains. You got some of the biggest trees, or probably the biggest trees in the United States. I've been up in the Oregon forest and parts of Southern Oregon, right above California, but I've never actually set foot in California. Juan Sanchez says, you are always energetic. Yes, I'm naturally kind of a ad-had type of dude. When I was a kid, the teachers, one teacher said that I was hyperactive and wanted me put on medication. But yeah, I'm always going fast, and especially I don't drink caffeine every day. During the week, normally I don't drink any caffeine. Then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, I drink caffeine. So I'm drinking some sun tea right now. So even a little bit of caffeine adds to my hyperactivity, just gets me up and going. And I like to drink caffeine when I play the harp. I always play the harp Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes on Sunday too for the live. And I take a harp break and a caffeine break, get through the week. Where was we at here? I don't know where that boxcar bets. Oh, there it is, right there. Boxcar bets. Oh, I was really playing on the Sean Jones. We got more Sean Jones to unbox. We got a Plekhanov unboxing coming up. The Sean Jones, they're really sensitive and loud because his embouchure and reader, it's so tight the whole way. Perry Keener says, hello from Pennsylvania to the Harpers. Oh, hello from a fellow harp head. Boxcar bets. Yeah, I design my harps to hopefully be. Oh, yes. And it shows too. Back Boxcar bets. They are easy to play outward. A Space Kilaya, and he says, hello, could you teach a basic exercise to melodic tunes? I'm not really a melodic player. I'll do some melodic improvisation, but to play melodically, normally I'll look for something with, let me find something melodic here. Here we go. Something with some melodic capabilities. Ooh, right there. That Kyrgyzstan harp. I like to, if I'm going to be improvising melodically, I like something higher pitched, like a F2 is kind of like that mid-rangey, and something with a really good clean bell ring. William Banks says, since playing or plucking backwards, just got my first Moon Buffet says, just got my first harp and watching it has been inspiring and helpful. Oh, I'm glad. Cool. But like, for improvisation melodically, I like to combine open and closed notes because that's how you form one of those scales of equal intonation. I learned this from Mark Groudon. However, I'm not super well versed in it. But like, you have this scale of overtones, and I'm just going to start by playing open, oh, and then right above it, I raise my tongue slightly and close my gloss. And if you want to get good at that, play the same tone 4 to 8 times. And you can, by practicing scales of equal intonation, and I probably wasn't correct there. I probably didn't hit the tones in the correct order. Sometimes I'll try to go one step above and I'll go a step below. But practice those and then make a song out of it. Now, I'm just going to take those same overtones I was using. What is your favorite jaw harp? Says Flame the Musician. I don't have one. It's kind of like foods. There are some that I play a lot. And then there are others. There are 10 to 15 to 20 I'll play per weekend in different styles from bass to high pitch. So it just whatever I'm in the mood for. And oftentimes I'll work on the same technique on 8 or 10 different harps. I'll play for like 3 or 4 minutes of technique, and then I'll play another harp that's drastically different than that harp. It might be I'm playing a super melodic harp without a draw. Then I'll go to a harp with a draw, and I'll start doing that same similar rhythm and similar things and see where it takes me, see where it takes the rhythm. And then I'll jump over to a really aggressively deep bass, and then I'll play something fiery mid-range. So I'll bounce around with harps that are drastically different, playing similar things on them and seeing what things I can get out of them. And that unlocks different things within the rhythm and within the melodies for me. Why don't you shave the lower part of your beard, or at least cut the white hair that is spreading wild? No. I'm going wizard. I'm going gray, and I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna let my beard go full wizard, and yeah, the beard is an apparatus. It's like an antenna. I really don't want to cut it. Andrew Davis says I have an Iverson mud harp. Yeah, those are good, which I sat on heavily. The block has moved quite a bit and it doesn't play so good. Is it? Oh, yes, it is repairable. Yeah, you could send it to me, or you could send it to Johnny Cope at Sound for Health if you're already in the UK. Mail it over to him. He's an experienced mud harp maker, so he'll be able to repair that. Yeah, mud harp are really, or at least easily fixable. Most of the time, I fixed my Iverson mud harp that I damaged and then was able to readjust it. I had to peen the block on it, or redrive the block back in there, and I was able to tap on the block in different directions, and it kind of moved the harp slightly, and then I did have to adjust the frame. Prairie King, yeah, that I say that would illustrate what it's talking about. They all have good points, different textures, different expressions, and moods and feelings. Yeah, the harps definitely do. Maybe you should get a top hat if you're going wizard. I do have a witch's hat as a Halloween decoration. I do have a wizard looking hat, but no, I'm not really big into hats. My ears stick almost straight out from my head, so like I let my hair be my hat. I don't get super concerned about appearances because they're not really even real. Yeah, I was watching a neurologist talking about there's zero chance that we perceive the world objectively. You ever loop your tracks? No, I've never tried looping with the jaw harp. I did have a looping app. Oh yeah, I did try looping with a jaw harp on a simple looping app. I wasn't very good at it. What am I doing there? I'm just going, you who, yeah, you who, yeah, you who. But I'm adding in those glottal stops. I'm opening and closing my glottis. So I'm doing a kind of a loop there. And Lee Billy, I like that comment. I'll laugh at that. But yes, we're playing jaw harp, and yeah, that comment made me laugh, and I totally lost track of thought. When I'm playing the jaw harp, I like to kind of loop or create a rhythm that I can repeat, because if I keep repeating that rhythm, I can start improvising on top of it. So I'm going to do that same you who yeah you who yeah you who yeah you who yeah you who. And TDS Harper says I would agree with that statement about how we perceive the world if they added completely to do it. And I went from you who yeah you who yeah you who to just drop my tongue lower and my you who yeah yo ho yeah yo ho. See that it's hard for me to vocalize during that fast inward and outward breath because I really am just going. There's some really fast stuttering, and also the tongue goes up and down a little bit. Do you say words when playing? Normally I don't, but I can do some vocalization. But normally I'm just making the mouth shapes and breathing. At William Banks and Lee Billy. Yeah, well, if you've ever been to a jaw harp convention or a jaw harp festival, you may find that to be at least semi-repeatable theme amongst jaw harpists. I like to call jaw harpists harp heads because we do tend to get obsessed about the instrument. The jaw harp is such a magical instrument. The jaw harp in and of itself is a way that if you choose to use it as such can alter your consciousness. So just that repetitive breathing, okay, we can start to enter like trance and meditational states. I use the jaw harp for journeying, and I also journey on drums and stuff like that. And I've thought about coming up with another YouTube channel just to talk about experience with that and what has worked for me. But yeah, a lot of jaw harpists used the jaw harp sound and also the intentional breathing, which may cross over into what is that kind of breathing? I can't remember. Can't recall it off the top of my head. But yeah, breathing is a way to alter consciousness. So when we're breathing on the jaw harp, we're altering consciousness just in doing that. Oh, Jelly Beb says, glottal stops. Oh yeah, there are glottal stops in there. and I know you understand the mechanisms of speaking and such. You are a scholar at Jillybeb. I will give you that. It seems close to the didgeridoo. Well, it's not like as an instrument, it's not like the same because a didgeridoo is like a termite hollowed out tube or even a piece of PVC where you're going and like blowing in it kind of like a trumpet, but also changing your mouth shape, I think, and how you blow into it. But it is a didgeridoo is an overtone instrument, and the jaw harp is an overtone instrument. No, yeah, and tell Johnny Cope I sent you, Andrea Davies. He'll get you sorted out. I don't think he's expensive on his fixes. It's cheaper to mail your harps to countries that aren't Western, like if you can mail them to Ukraine or mail them to Russia. You used to be able to send your harps to makers in Russia quite easily, and they'd repair them because the cost of living in those countries are much lower than ours. I sent a harp for repair, a really ornamental harp from a maker to get repaired for a customer, and the shipping to Ukraine alone was $47.50. So the shipping is what costed them the most. He's like, "Oh, I'll fix it for free." I think a decoration or something came loose off it, but. Yes, and that can be a prevailing theme with bizarre or eccentric views. I don't know if I'm eccentric. I've always been like weird my whole life. People as a kid like, "You're weird." And then when I got in high school, a teacher would always say like, "Yeah, Jamie, he's not like the rest of you. He's an odd duck. He's weird." He'd always point it out amongst my classmates, and I got real weird about it. I'm like, so I started being serious all the time. So I dropped the humor, dropped the weirdism, and just deadpan serious all the time. And my parents, my friends are like, "Man, why are you so serious? You're no fun anymore." So I came to this realization, like, if you behave or like iterate yourself how you think would please others, nobody's going to like that either. So if you just start being yourself and just embrace the weird, you can be quite successful at being weird. And the old school, the root of the word weird is really cool. The word weird, I think it comes from an old English word, weird or wid, W-Y-R-D, means people who have the ability to control their fate. And if you're weird or doing something different than what everybody else is doing, like the meaning of that is you have a chance to change your fate or to have a different outcome if you're doing things differently or talking about things differently or just being weird. So I think that's where that saying of being weird is controlling your own fate because you're doing something different. So my saying is, if you're going to be weird, be good at it. And weird is fun. Let's see. It's pouring here in Pennsylvania, says Perry Keener. Really coming down. Watch the tree falling off the car. That's a good thing. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. We have tornado watch and we have storms moving in. A couple days ago, we wasn't even supposed to get storms. I think they were all supposed to get around us. But that's the way Kansas is. Like, you're not supposed to get rain, then you do get rain, then you're supposed to get rain, and you don't get rain, and then all of a sudden you're outside and it's raining all at once. Quan Sanchez says, "Got a free chicken today. It was sick." Oh, cool. Best of luck to your chicken. Right now I'm rehabbing a box turtle that got hit on the road. A local veterinarian repaired its shell, and we're going to keep it here for a few months and be releasing it in the fall. I think I did share it a little bit on Instagram. That's Myrtle the Turtle. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of tea. And I've almost been live 18 minutes. Where'd it go? I think I talked for like 3/4 of this live. Let's get to playing. Like if I'm saying wheelie, yeah, wheelie, yeah, wheelie, yeah, wheelie, yeah, wheelie, yeah, wheelie, yeah. There's a lot of iteration you can do with your tongue moving it up and down, also cupping it. Yee. But I'm not actually going yee. I'm going. If I hold my breath and go yee, it goes. Using says, "Can you play fast songs on lower, deeper harps, or are they more for higher pitched harps?" You can play stuff on anything. Let's see, what do I have that's bassy? And how bassy do we want to go? I'm not gonna get up. I'm gonna just grab. Where's my Mohan bass at? I got a really chunky bass somewhere. I think it's this one. Got some Mohan, and Mohan are killer. For the money, that's the ones I suggest to people. Like when you can get Mohan in stock for $60 or $55 shipped. They're a really awesome harp. The most you'll have to do on a Mohammed is maybe knock down how sharp of an edge he forges them to and the tips. I take like 1,000 grit sandpaper and smooth over it a little bit, but they're really, really killer. I've got more Mohan, I think, than any other maker. I think the second maker I've got the most harps of is Gorka, but yeah, I've got probably 50-ish Mohan in my collection. Lee Billy says, I'm depressed. Any advice to be motivated and overcome suicidal thoughts and not give up? Sorry for bringing up this heavy subject. Sure, let's talk about this for a second. Lee Billy, if anything I can suggest to you about depression, and I've never really been depressed. I've had anxiety and stuff and been like, not super depressed, but I've never been there. But the times that have helped me with my anxiety, Lee Billy, is when I've been able to stop what I'm doing and just breathe. Like, one thing that will help with anxiety, if you have it, is just stop and just breathe. Because a lot of times we get locked in. There's so much stuff going on, especially if you live in like a country like the United States. You're like pushed. There's this pressure to be doing everything so fast, to be doing more than what a person can even do. You work all day and then you have to work in the evening, and like you have all sorts of your stuff you have to take care of. So what I would suggest to you, Lee Billy, is stop, take some time, and just breathe. Just breathe in. We get locked in this thing of taking really shallow breaths. Just breathe in deep into your belly and breathe out. I've done this before every job interview I've ever went on. I did this before MMA fights. It really calms down. You're just breathing, because even the breath itself is a drug. Breathe in deep, and you want to make sure your belly's going out and in. We want to form a big balloon with our belly, and then blow it all the way out, form a big cave, and start tensing up the muscles at the top of your head, Lee Billy. As you breathe in and out, get 6 to 8 breaths out of each time. In breath and out breath. And then start tensing the muscles, like you're flexing the muscles at the top of your head above your ears. And then did 6 to 8 breaths there. Then start tensing up the muscles on your jaw, 6 to 8 deep breaths there. Then your neck, 6 to 8 deep breaths. Not shoulders moving up and down, but your belly filling in and out. And do that to your shoulders and going all the way down to your toes. And then I would also suggest that you, if you drink lots of caffeine, cut back on your caffeine, get some sleep. Or if you're depressed and you're sleeping all the time, maybe get out, get some sunlight. A lot of people will get down in the winter where it's overcast, get some sunlight. Try to eat a healthy diet. Especially if you live in the United States, it's really, really expensive to eat. And the cheapest, most junkiest, worst food for your body is the cheapest and the easiest accessible and the most convenient. So get yourself some good rest. Get yourself stop and have a breather, drink water, eat healthy, get out into nature, get some sunshine, and then do something, set a small goal and do it. Like say, hey, I'm going to go out for a walk amongst the trees. One of the best things for centering yourself is just get out amongst the trees. If you can do so safely, if you're in Alaska in bear country, I would take precaution to going out or whatever. But yeah, those are the things I would suggest for you. But yeah, dude, I'm just gonna go back to Billy, Lee Billy. If something's mentionable, it's manageable. So it's good that you mentioned it. Yeah, it was Mr. Rogers who said, if it's mentionable, it's manageable. So talk to somebody, go out, take a walk in nature if you can do so safely. The trees and nature and sunlight and fresh air is really helpful. Take a breather. Look up, if you got a phone and you're on YouTube, look up a 10-minute beginner yoga. There's a good one by Bird Yoga for anxiety and stress, a 10-minute beginner yoga. Just do that and do some breathing. Do the breathing exercise I talked to you about. And you want to give yourself a fighting chance against depression. Make sure you're getting lots of rest, getting a healthy diet, and not overstressing yourself. But anyways, we're going to get back into playing. Thank you so much for that comment. And thank you to everyone. There were probably 15 to 20 comments in support of Lee Billy when he commented that. Thank you for all the helping of him. So thank you to all you. Quan Sanchez says, try to breathe. Yeah, the breaths need to be deeply, Quan Sanchez. And you may not see every comment I'm answering because I'm answering comments on the YouTube and we're answering comments on the Instagram right now. TDS Harper says yoga is awesome. Yes, I'm not very flexible, but I'm working on it. Yoga is a great way. I like to do yoga before my harp, just a 10-minute beginner yoga stretch and yoga workout. It helps keep us young because even a lot of people who are my age, who are like 40 years old, they're already they're getting so inflexible, especially men who work in construction. They're so inflexible they can barely get to their shoes. So do some yoga, keep keep up on your flexibility. Man, I'm out of tea and my throat's going dry. So we'll end playing the Mohan. Anyways, I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Harpery. Thank you for all the comments. We got more user engagement on this YouTube and this Instagram than we normally do. So it's so awesome talking to y'all. Anyways, I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, and keep them oiled. I love y'all. Be good to each other. Harp out. William Banks says, I play the jaw harp to zone out and help mentally. Yeah, I would second that. I play the jaw harp to enter like trance and meditational states and also states for journey. That's really been beneficial to me and my subconscious and just working on things. Anyways, love y'all. Harp out. There I'm like, yeah, but holding my breath, and then I go la 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 la, but I'm holding my breath. I'll do it holding my breath, and then I'll do it breathing, and hear the difference. I love y'all, and be sure to follow at Boxcar Bets. He's an awesome harp maker and is making lots of content. Love y'all. See you next. I will see y'all next Sunday for Sunday night. Jaw Harp Live, Harp Out. Adios.